There are places in the world where children are put in foster care.
I was put in foster care when I was 4. At the time, I didn't know what foster care was, but I did know I had a mom, and she would come visit me. But then one time she just stopped coming, and that hurt me a lot. I didn't know what to do or say, but just cry. And there would be times I would cry for her every night, just hoping that she would come hold me and tell me that everything would be okay. But that never happened.
There are places in the world where children are constantly disappointed.
I remember the hopes I used to have for the many times when my family would come forward and say they had interest. I would say to myself, I'm finally going to have a family. I remember how they used to call us beautiful. And I remember they would look at us and say that we look so much like my aunts and our uncles. And that would give me courage and hope. But then I remember the disappointment. I often wonder why. Am I not good enough? Was it because I lied? Or maybe stole from time to time? I remember the times I would hold my sister at night and tell her that everything would be okay. But I knew it wouldn't. And just being disappointed all the time made it hard for me to trust people. It hurts that our family didn't want us. And we felt left.
There are places in the world where children with different ethnicities are left behind to struggle.
A foster child doesn't always mean you're a bad child. Most of the time it means they were bad parents.
There are 800,000 kids in the foster care system nationwide. 20,000 will age out of foster care this year, which means at the age of 18, they will be emancipated from the foster care system.
I know there are probably hundreds and thousands of children out there doing the same thing, wondering why they wasn't lucky. It's a basic human right for children to have a childhood and just not have to worry about why they don't have a family or someone who they can feel secure with. Statistics that has been released, 20% become homeless and 25% of the former foster kids become incarcerated. At one shelter I took my daughter to, we went to go get some breakfast and I came back and all her stuff was gone. And I cried and I cried. I felt all alone. In Philadelphia alone, there are 10,000 kids in the foster care system.